Yo, so I played in my first officiated game that I played in. Oh, let's move it to floor actually. Played in the first officiated game I played in a full year tonight, and it was just a wild game. So I wanted to talk about it. I haven't played an officiated game in a year, and I have a basketball channel. It's like, so what the hell am I doing? Just playing pickup for a year? Getting back to officiated game is sweet, but I'll tell you about the team because it was just a weird, way to get hooked into it. Basically, my buddy Dan hits me up. I played with Dan on his league team a couple years ago, and I haven't played with him since, but, he had me in mind, and he hit me up randomly, and I could randomly play. And he said, yo, we have a pickup game. We only have 6, and, you should play or whatever. It's like guys from work or whatever. So, I was definitely feeling good for the game because it's it was 28 in Seattle today, below freezing, but I was out in the soccer field with my woolies, my wool socks or whatever, and double everything, and we played soccer, and just I was sweating and I was warm and I was outside all day. So I get into this gym feeling limber, feeling good basically. And here's the scene. One dude bails, so it's 5 of us. I get there right before game time. There's 5 of us, so we have no subs. 25-minute halves, 50 minutes straight, no sub. On the other team, they have 10 guys probably, so they're going to be well rested and coming in and off the bench. Alright, this is going to be tough. Our team is 5 guys, right? My buddy Dan. Dan is 6'9". He's a huge dude, but he hasn't played in a basketball game at all in a year. And he's, pushing 30 and 6'9", he's not the most athletic anymore, but he's still useful because he's played basketball and he's 6'9", right? And then a couple littler dudes and another guy who's bigger, but the littler dude, they were all yo, we haven't played basketball since 2009, 2010. It's you haven't touched a basketball since 2010. It's shit, man, this is gonna be tough. Yeah, so we've never played together before. And then the other dude is I was trying to set up layup lines just so we could get the ball moving and our layups, just get some. Your layup lines are fun. We like to and the dude didn't know what a layup line was or how to do it. As a a grown guy, just didn't really play basketball and is playing now with me. We're about to, with no subs for 50 minutes, right? And he's I don't know what a layup line is. So I'll set my expectations low. I'm just trying to run. I'm just trying to have fun. If I sweat, it's a good day. If I sweat, it's a good day. I kept saying that or whatever. And they're sorry if I suck. I'm don't worry about it. If we sweat, it's all good, right? Their team scouting report. I used to play with and against some of these guys 5 years ago, 6 years ago, when I was a freshman at the University of Washington. And sophomore, I used to play with these guys at the UW pickup gym, and they've been playing together since, and probably since before then. So we're playing against some guys, 10 guys who've been playing together, and they said after they play Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 10 a.m. every week. Really nice players on this team. One guy in particular who guarded me, super bouncy. Early in the game, he two-hand yammed it on one of the little dudes on our team, just I wish that I had set the camera up just on to watch to watch that. That was fucking nice. And he's a similar build to me. He ends up guarding me half the time because they have subs or whatever. So yeah, so a little background on the way that I play, and maybe you get a sense of this if you watched any of my game mixes. Check the battery, make sure we're good. I really, I imagine myself playing with better players, strategic players that are better than myself. This isn't at all the situation, but that's just my instinct. So my thing is draw, double team, and kick. That's the way that I like to play. I'm bringing the ball up on point. The way I'm gonna run point, we can run a pick and roll with Dan. That's basically the only offensive play that I can run. Other than isoing up or just. We ran a lot of pick and rolls, and I didn't hit him very much rolling, which was maybe a mistake. but I would get in and then get a second defender and then kick, and that wasn't working at all because even in like our shoot around, nothing was going in from layups. Like these guys, like, I haven't played since 2009. What's a layup line? It's like, this is these are the guys. And I think that it's at one point I look and it's like 30-4. We're down 30-4. I don't think I've taken a shot at this point, actually. I think that I've dribble kicked every time, and 2 of them have gone in for my teammates. And at this point I realized, like, I need to look to shoot, obviously. I need to look to be a scorer in this game. What am I doing? It's 30-4 and I haven't taken a shot. All right, and I bring the ball up. I need to just start looking to score. And so, like, it's like, damn, like, my bad. I need to start looking to score. So I started looking to score, and we got going on offense. Like, I hit 5 threes, I think, on like 7, like, just nice. I got blocked on a 3, but I hit them off the dribble, step back. I just, I was like, all right, I need to score. I need to be a scorer. I started getting to the basket, get to the free throw line. I had, a nice jump off with the guy who had the dunk, and like scored on him on the fast break. I was actually pretty efficient on, like, from shooting, I'd say, but I had a lot of turnovers. I was getting doubled a lot, or also the guy who was pretty athletic was guarding me full court, like legitimately beating me to spots, and then choosing to sometimes reach, but just trying to beat me to spots, basically. And he played great defense. I want to say I turned the ball over to him, bring the ball up 2 or 3 times. I probably had a fair amount of turnovers, but I mean, like, also, I'm tired as fuck. 25-minute halves. I'm playing all of the defense. I'm playing all of the offense. I'm incredibly tired, right? I'm incredibly tired. And then all I'm thinking is about how tired I am, and then suddenly the ball comes back in my hand, and I'm bringing the ball up, and this guy's guarding me full court. It's like, fuck. Yeah, so I had hella turnovers. Had as many assists as I could have. I mean, I kept looking to pass. I got a little choosier about it, but I mean, I did look to pass. Definitely. The very end of the game, I tried to go for a couple dunks. Second to last play, I want to say, I got the ball in the right corner, wide open. Drive to the basket and tried to dunk it on the left side with the left hand, but I actually got blocked on the way up. Got the ball on the way down and went up and got whistled for an and one. I made my free throw on that, although I missed 2 free throws earlier, so I shot 1 for 3 from free throws, which was obviously bad. And then the very last play of the game, there's 30 seconds left, and we get a 2-1-0. And the dude is sprinting forward in front of me, one of our little guys, and all I'm saying is, let me dunk it, let me dunk it, let me dunk it, let me dunk it. Hoping that he would just give me the ball and I would go dunk it or whatever. It's never that simple, though. So he charges in full speed and hurls the ball off the backboard with me trailing him and trying to catch it. And I actually catched the ball, nowhere near dunking it, but I caught it, came down, and then walked out of bounds, and the game ended. With like 30 seconds, they just whistled it because it was just like, all right, this game's over. So after the game, Dan is like, dude, the score was 120-60. Sorry about that Facebook noise. The score was 120-60. Dan is like, what do you go for, 40? I might have gone for 40. And I probably assisted the other 20. Not that I'm any good. I just explain, the level of competition. If I was on the other team, I would have just fit right in. I mean, I might have been the stud over there, but not like, I mean, the guy who was guarding me, who had the dunk, I didn't really know, get to see his decision making. It seemed good, but it seemed like he was on my level, maybe better. And I want to know where he plays, where he played at. Like, this guy, like, definitely played. If he didn't play in college, I'd be confused. Like, he's super athletic, constantly going for dunks. So that was pretty fun. I mean, nice seeing that basketball is out there, that it's alive. I felt awesome afterwards, just because I ran to the point of exhaustion, and the endorphins I'm just swimming in endorphins. Feels great, basically. So, first officiated game I played in a year. I might honestly, like, obviously I should find a better team and play in that team. But if I can. obviously, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I've never brought together a team, and the teams I've been invited onto have never been that good. So I've never stuck with them. So who knows? But it was fun playing with whistles. I was like scared of getting whistled. I didn't get whistled once. I didn't commit one foul, which is probably bad, honestly. No, I was just playing safe. I didn't get whistled for carry or travel or offensive foul or anything, and I used a lot of offensive off arm. I dribbled the ball high, like over my shoulder at times, and I tried for some big crossovers and such, and the refs were cool with it. They let me go for 40, and a bunch of assists and like 10 turnovers, playing with noobs. But I mean, the competition was good. The defense was really good. So I mean, so I'm saying that I'm filthy, but I'm not filthy at all just because I'm playing like stupid competition or whatever. Like anyone, you put anyone who can score on a team with 4 people who can't really, although Dan went for 10 probably. Dan did solid, just because, he was able to get his thing going. I found him in the post sometimes. But yeah, I mean, you could put a lot of people in that situation and they would put up an absurd stat line. But I'm just glad it was 120 to 60. 60 is a lot of points, and it was at 30 to 4 at one point. So figured I'd share that entertaining story. I have a lot of energy, and I wanted to vomit it out there because I know I haven't been putting out a lot of videos. So just letting you guys know what I'm doing. So energy efficient basketball hoopers, stay hungry. What's next? We'll see. We'll just get on the court and see.